In Virginia, one ideal that we all hold is our belief in the importance of education for all students and the significance of families as partners in each student's educational experience. To support that partnership, Virginia has provided access to student performance reports for grades 3 through 8 standards of learning tests and growth assessments through the parent portal since fall 2021. Beginning in spring 2023, Virginia will provide access to student reports for additional SOL tests through this same portal. The parent portal is designed to share detailed information about how students performed on their state assessments. That includes your child. Each spring, Virginia students take SOL tests in reading, mathematics, science, and social studies. These SOL tests provide information about how well students have learned the content they have been taught throughout the school year. Your child will probably be familiar with taking assessments like the SOL test from their participation in the growth assessments or from previous SOL tests they may have completed. SOL tests include questions focusing on different topics that students have been taught during the year. This type of test gives teachers and you an understanding of your students' strengths, as well as the areas where they might need additional instruction. Use the address displayed here to access more information from the VDOE website on state assessments. You may also access this information from the Parent and Caregiver Resource page link on the Parent Portal. The Virginia Department of Education is committed to providing parents and students with reports that not only describe current student performance, but that also can inform future learning opportunities. An example of this type of report is the Student Detail by Question, or SDBQ report. Download your child's SDBQ report for each SOL test to see individualized performance information. This video will include an example SDBQ report for Grade 5 Science. However, the information provided can be applied to any SOL test SDBQ report. Let's begin by reviewing different parts of the report. Your student's overall achievement on this test is described by the performance level. To learn about these performance levels in greater detail, we encourage you to visit the resource link provided on this page. Next is a question-by-question description of everything covered on the test. The check visible on screen indicates that a question was answered correctly, and an X shows that an item was answered incorrectly. The SDBQ also gives you information about each question's difficulty level. Test questions may be at high, medium, or low difficulty. This report describes each question your child answered and the difficulty level of those questions. To understand how well your child performed in different categories, look for questions with the same or similar descriptors. This shows you how well they did with different questions addressing the same content and skills. It may be beneficial to consider item difficulty when comparing items with the same or similar descriptors. Here is an example. In the example shown, the student answered 2 test questions that have the same item descriptor. This means the questions address the same concepts or skills. One question was at the low difficulty level and the other was medium difficulty. In this example, both of these questions were answered correctly. When 2 or more questions on similar concepts or skills are answered correctly, this may indicate an area of strength. Let's look at an example with 2 test questions that have similar item descriptors. This means the questions address related concepts or skills. One question was at the low difficulty level and the other was medium difficulty. In this example, the student answered the low difficulty question correctly and the medium difficulty question incorrectly. Inconsistency in performance on test questions that address related concepts or skills indicates that a student has some understanding but may benefit from more practice. Now that you have a better understanding of the information provided in your child's report, use the link displayed here to access some helpful resources that you may use to assist them in their learning. These resources are provided by the Virginia Department of Education, specifically for parents to use with their students at home. If you have questions about how to support your child, it may be helpful to meet with your child's teacher. They will also have access to resources and other materials to further assist your child. Thank you for all you are doing to assist your child with their learning.